Well, good morning, beautiful women of God. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having an awesome day. Um, Next Sunday, we are having our family Christ the King celebration. And I thought we could take this Sunday and next Sunday to reflect on how the Sacred Heart of Jesus transforms us. Are you confused? How does the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Christ the King go together, you ask? In Father Bruce Wren's RCSA, can you see this? Entitled, I Will Give You a New Heart. He says something mind-blowing, actually, heart-blowing, about our spirituality. So he says that we have two lines of our Christocentric spirituality that are united. We have the Sacred Heart of Jesus that nourishes our interior life, and we have Christ the King that inspires and expresses our mission. So as we prepare for our celebration next week and for the Feast of Christ the King, we can think more about experiencing the Sacred Heart within Christ the King. Isn't that so amazing? I want to show you this image of the Sacred Heart. This is one of my favorite images. I kind of zoomed in on his heart. Can you see that? His Sacred Heart is the most intimate part of Jesus. It's where his heart is exposed. He's pointing to it, right? Here is the radical openness of God, of his love, of Jesus's love. Normally, a wound is something concealed and bandaged up, but Jesus exposes his innermost wounds from the cross to us, and he does so deliberately in directing our gaze to it. Here, he extends this invitation to us: accept the fire of my love, accept the cross, but accept the crown. So Jesus is holding his heart as if to offer it to us, but look, I love this hand as well, right here. It looks as though he's asking for yours, doesn't it? So last week we talked about God's promises. And here's one of my favorites of his promises. It's found in Ezekiel 36:26, where he promises, I will give you a new heart, and a new spirit I will put within you. I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. So how do we exactly receive this heart of Jesus? Well, I'd like to share with you one way Jesus exchanges our stony hearts for his sacred heart, and it's in the area of forgiveness. There are 6 stages that Jesus takes us through to give us his heart. So today we're going to talk about the first 3, and then next Sunday we will talk about the last 3 stages. But get ready, sisters, because this is a real paradigm shift for you. You're going to find a lot of freedom here, and you're going to find your heart a little bit more like Jesus's if you practice this. So stage 1, ready? The unrepentant heart. So chapters 1 through 3 in Romans, you'll see descriptions of people at this stage who really are only loving naturally in the natural. So they're really not loving how Jesus loves. They are locked in their own selfishness. They can't see beyond the natural world, and they don't yet know God. However, they notice people who do know God, and deep down they wonder if there's more to life than what they've settled for. So they start to search for more, and God is there waiting for them, right? He's loving them. He's beckoning them to him. So this heart you can imagine as just a pure stony heart, okay? Even with chains wrapped around it, right? The unrepentant heart. Stage 2. Now it's just the heart of stone. So the chains are gone. The chains are off, and people really want to know more. They still can't love yet like Jesus does. They're still very critical of others, very defensive. They know that they're not happy, so they say things like, God, if you really exist, show me. And God says, give me your stony heart, and I will give you a heart of flesh. So at this point, they begin to trust God with themselves, which is a real key step in transformation. Okay, stage 3, mental forgiveness. We learn at this stage where Jesus says clearly, he will forgive us as we forgive others. We know what that means. So at this point, we try to forgive. But that forgiveness stays in our minds. We say the words of forgiveness. However, somehow we still feel the same. So we may feel anger or sadness or frustration in the presence of the people that we've forgiven, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. So then we beat ourselves up and we say things like, I've forgiven them. Why do I still feel this way? Something must be wrong with me. At this stage, we are or can be very frustrated. We even try hard and we talk to God about, why can I not really forgive? Some people even throw it away at this stage, saying, it doesn't work. I feel the same. Sisters, you can leave your forgiveness right there. However, you're truncating the actual part where Jesus can come in and transform your heart. What I'm saying is, don't settle for this stage. Don't settle for the mental stage. The reality is we haven't gone deep enough yet, okay? We've used our head, but we haven't moved it to our heart, and we need to learn how to do this, okay? Most people stop here. They stop here in their hopes of forgiving deeply another person. So guess what? I'm going to stop here too. I want you to feel this again, what it's like to be unresolved. There is so much more to come, and it's exciting. He has more for you. He has not abandoned you. You do absolutely have the capacity to forgive and have this overwhelming sense of peace and joy at the same time. So next Sunday, we celebrate together Christ the King at Pinecrest at the 11 a.m. Mass. It's not the actual feast day, but we'll be together. On Sunday, I will release part 2. Then when we see each other, you can tell me what you think. Okay? So I encourage you this week to just start to talk about Jesus, talk to Jesus about your desire to exchange hearts. Tell him how you desire to have a heart that loves like he loves. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you have a great week. God bless you. Bye-bye.